Howdy, howdy, Jake here, owner of Happy Pipes. We know that there are a lot of plumbing and HVAC and septic companies out there in the market. And so we're thrilled that you chose Happy Pipe to schedule a visit with today. I made this video because I want to share a little bit of the history of Happy Pipes, how we got started and why, and kind of what is to come and what can be expected along the way. We understand that there's a lot of shady plumbers and contractors out there. In fact, there's Dateline programs, and I'm sure you've experienced or someone close to you has experienced a bad contractor experience where they don't show up on time, they tack on fees at the end that you didn't expect, or they don't even finish the work, or even worse, they try to damage something inside your home to say that it needs to be repaired. There are a lot of shady people out there. That's why we want to create a different experience and kind of share with you our history and how we show that to you and build that trust on the front end. Do you know who's coming out? Now, as you can tell by these cute little minion plumbers over here, we're already a little bit different. We have a different image anyway. So, the history behind Happy Pipes is me and my wife wanted to start a company that was transparent. We were customers ourselves of service based experiences, and they weren't the best. And we really sat down and wrote down and worked out some of the pain points, some of the things we didn't like, some of the things we didn't trust, and we felt bad about. And we tried to create a company that addressed every last one of those. Let me share with you a few of these. Number one was the price. We would call, and what do you get? You get someone saying, "Oh, I can't give you a price. We're going to charge you this much, or we'll come out and do this." And well, time it costs money, and if you have to take off work to have someone come to your home, and then they give you a proposal that's 10 times what you think it should be, you now you got to waste more time, you get more proposals, and that was a pain point. So what did we do to fix it? We built a pricing calculator on our website. That's right. HappyPipesPlumbing.com. Check it out right here in this bottom right hand corner. Click on this. It'll follow you no matter where you go, no matter what page you're on, it'll follow you. HappyPipesPlumbing.com. There's our pricing calculator. Click on the service that you need, answer a few questions, boom, you get a range of investments that's going to cost to fix your plumbing challenge, your HVAC, septic. It's all there. And if it's not there, call into the facility and speak with someone. They're happy to give you that ballpark range of investments. We wanted to be upfront about our pricing. Something else we want to do, and you've probably experienced this since the schedule of visits already been scheduled, is same day service. We like to have this available. Now, after about 1 p.m., it's hard to do same day. And of course, if it's an emergency, we'll still get to you no matter what time of day it is. But we wanted same day service because we know that most of the time people call, it's because it's an emergency. You kind of need it now, or you're off work and need it that same day because that was the first time you got a chance to call was that same day. And so that's why we created this service. We hire enough technicians to be able to service all of our customers the same or next day, depending on the service, or schedule at your convenience. We do accept all credit cards, right? And we don't do processing fees. No more saying, oh, it's going to be $100 plus all these fees, plus tax, plus. In fact, when we go on site and our technician finishes the diagnostic, they're going to hand you or show you on a tablet or send you an email with guaranteed proposals. Guaranteed. We use this wording on purpose because the proposal is guaranteed. If we didn't do a good job quoting the work, that's our fault. That's not your fault. There's no reason you should have to pay for our mistakes. So every proposal we give you is guaranteed. Now, a few of the other things that we offer is monthly investment options. So if they're bigger budget items, we knew that, sometimes you don't have that much money right now to fix this. And so this gives you some investment options to be able to do it on the monthly. One of the other things is we know like companies like our service-based companies, they kind of pull a lot from the community, right? We do a lot and we try to give back where we can, but a lot of times people say they do and they don't. So what we created on the website, check it out. Go to the About Us and go to Giving Back right here. You can actually fill out a form. It could be anonymous if you want to. Just make sure you tell us how to contact the people. If you've got kids sports teams or a local fire department or some organization that you would like for us to sponsor, fill out that information. Tell us who to contact, and we'll get in contact with them. And Happy Pipes will be happy and thrilled to give back and sponsor these local companies. We like giving back to the communities that have already helped us so much in growing a successful plumbing, HVAC, and septic company right here in Oxford, Mississippi. Let's talk now about the service called Journey. What's to expect next? One of the cool things is we added some technology into the experience because it's frustrating not knowing when someone's going to show up. we backed it by an on-time guarantee. That's right. If we don't show up in the window of time that we specified, your diagnostic investment is waived. That's right. We're not on time. Don't worry about that diagnostic investment. It's on us. It's our duty to make sure we show up on time no matter what. Now, when that technician on his tablet, I said technology, he's got a tablet, he's going to hit that dispatch button, right? Since he does, it sends you a text message. And just like Uber Eats and all these other companies, it will show you live on a map where he's at. So you're going to know when he's going to arrive. He'll then attempt to call. The call ahead is just to share any information that might need to be gathered. If you're not available, no problem. He'll leave a voicemail. From there, once the door knock happens, we knock on that door, the technician's going to go over a range of questions with you. We're trying to figure out more information. Now, we sent you a pre-job questionnaire. If this is starting to feel a little bit like a doctor's appointment, we want, because think about your plumbing system. Your plumbing and your body aren't all that different. What do I mean? Your plumbing system's all connected. All your water lines from the street all the way through the house, from the well all the way through the house, your toilets, all of that, all your drain lines, all of those are connected all the way through your septic system. And so if you go to the doctor's office and say, I have a headache, but don't tell them that you haven't slept, right, for 3 days, then they're going to be missing some information. They'll give you an Advil, but it's not going to fix your problem. It's going to come back, right? And that's the same thing we want to do. The technician is going to go over and kind of get a history and ask a lot of questions about what's going on, because when we give you that guaranteed proposal, like I said, it's guaranteed, and we want it to be right. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the technician that's actually at your door. And this inspires me because we have built a dynamite team here at Happy Pipes Plumbing. What do I mean? It's not just that we pulled some hobo off the street and threw him in a uniform and said, go to somebody's house and make me some money. No, we wanted you to know who's in your house. So first of all, they go through a rigorous background check. We ask previous employees. We make phone calls to family. It is a very thorough process. You can ask them about it. And then they go through 40 hours of training, really making sure they align with our company's values. As you can see, we bring a lot of value here to the customer, and we want to make sure that they are actually doing those things on site. So 40 hours of training before they start the first day. Don't even get a paycheck for that training ahead of time. It's like tryouts. We're a pretty special company and a special team here of people, and we got to make sure it all works together. One of the things you'll hear probably out of the technician's mouth is and the facility talking about each other, complimenting them, because they're a team and they work together and they're there for the win, and their goal is to solve your plumbing challenge. Now, once they go through the full history, a diagnostic will be done. You happy to join them, stand over there with them. If they take out their phone, they're using their phone or their tablet, please understand they're probably not on social media. They get really good records. Before they touch anything, pictures are going to be taken, because you need to be able to trust us, and we want to be able to be transparent with you about your equipment, about your situation before we ever touch anything. So if you see them take out a phone, they're talking into it, they're probably making a recording. Again, we got some technology there, doing some AI in the background, taking notes as they're talking. It's really cool stuff, right? And so they'll be taking pictures, documenting everything along the way. They'll probably share with you a brochure relevant to some of the questions they asked you. We have some brochures that kind of help educate and inform you of some different services that are available, and walk you through this. One of the things you'll hear them say is they'll ask permission. They're going to ask your permission if they see something else while they're doing their diagnostic that could lead to some like flooding or some other issue unrelated to the challenge that they're working on right then. They're going to ask permission to share that information with you. Why? Because I want to tell you about how we've set up the company and our proposals. And this was the only way for us to really say, we're not going to tell you something you don't need, but that doesn't mean that we don't want to share with you some really cool things about some plumbing options that have come available to the market. And so we categorize them correctly, and it's in our steps, it's in our proposals. Our proposal first is going to be the challenge that you asked us to fix that day. This is what it takes to solve the challenge. It's going to get you back flushing. It's going to stop the water from leaking. Your garbage disposal is going to be working again, whatever it is. Your leak's going to stop blowing up in the front yard. Septic's going to stop smelling. That's the challenge that we're solving with the first proposal. That's the only thing. We call that the repair proposal, number one. Number two, they're going to hand you a proposal, and that's the optional repairs. That's the things. Let me give you an instance. If we're underneath the sink and you got a leaking valve and it's on the cold side and there's a hot side valve right there too, and it's like corroded and could leak any minute now, that optional repair is going to be to repair that one as well. And as he's able, the technician, to build and stack these services, We know our investment down to the cent. That's what that pricing calculator is about. We know our numbers, and so we're able to tell you, hey, if we do this number of services, we can actually save you this much money. There's not another service call and diagnostic and all these things tacked on to really solve one big problem, and that's the fact that there's a lot of corrosion on an older system or some cracked sewer lines or whatever it is. He's going to share that information with you in that optional repair. And that will be very clear that it is, in fact, optional. Maybe recommended, but it's optional. The last, and is kind of the most fun, is where we get into the additional accessories. The technology world has come into the plumbing space, and some amazing things has happened. One is the smart shutoff valve. Goes to your house with leak detection. It will sense a leak and it'll turn the water off to your house. So if you're going on vacation, there's freezing weather, someone's got to babysit the house. No, it does it itself and will tell you that there's a leak and shut the water off automatically. How cool. It'll also tell you your water usage so you can argue with your water company if they're sending you too big of a bill. Um, Other things, shower experiences. These new shower heads are incredible and can give you a complete new experience. Toilets, too. Some of the higher end toilets now are very nice. It's a nice sitting experience. They have bidets. We offer all of these things. Garbage disposals that'll chew up chicken bones and do it quietly. Impressive, right? They have all of these different things, including whole home water filtration. One of the things we stress is that both parties or all parties that are, need to be informed are there during the visit. Why? Because our technician's job isn't just to just repair a challenge. It's actually to help educate and share some relevant information with you. One of the things we talk about is how people are rough on plumbing. Think about it. Think of the last time you got something underneath the kitchen sink and you bumped into those white pipes, or you're mopping and you hit that the line behind the toilet, or your kid is in the shower and you go in there and he's hanging from the handles, like a monkey. It's funny, but it's damaging to the plumbing. We're going to share some of this relevant information. Maybe what not to flush, what to flush, what's a good detergent to use, what's not good to use, a full home kind of explanation. That's why we want to bring this information. One of the things our customers shared with us that was very impactful to them that we've shared, and I'd like to share it here, is that the whole home water filtration. Did you know that in a 10-minute shower, the body absorbs the same amount of chemicals and everything from the water as drinking a glass of water? So the skin is the largest organ of the body and it's super absorbative. In a 10-minute shower, it can absorb the same amount of chemicals and stuff as if you put it inside your body itself. And a lot of people don't understand that just drinking bottled water to protect their health or whatever it is can actually still see symptoms such as eczema and dry skin and get that chlorine and all these other chemicals that are in the water. So the whole home water filtration system isn't just giving you the ability to drink your tap water and protect all your appliances inside your home. It's protecting the shower, the shower experience as well. You're going to have better tasting coffee, less cleaning because the chemicals react with soap and it makes suds really hard to get off. Always wonder why you have to scrub so hard. It's a modern problem with modern soaps and modern chemicals and all the stuff that's in the water. And you'll notice that it's easier to keep your showers and everything else clean. Your clothes are going to come out whiter, and that whole house water filtration system a lot of times will be in that additional accessories proposal because we really recommend them on all water systems. There'll be a lot of options there for you. And if there's other things along the way you see in the brochure, you've seen on the survey, you've seen on our website here on the services that you would like a proposal on, let us know. Your diagnostic investment covers a 65-point inspection of your septic and your home's plumbing. And we are happy right then and there to do that. Let us know ahead of time. We'll make sure the technician has time that day to do that. Most of the time he does, even if it's last minute notice, to do a full diagnostic on your entire plumbing system. And again, now you know that you're not going to be trying to sold something that you don't need because the proposals are set up very clear. Here's the challenge, here's the optional repair, and here is the additional accessories. In my mind, are pretty cool. Guys, we love the fact and thrilled the fact that you've trusted us to come into your home and to perform your plumbing, HVAC, or septic services. Please, please don't hesitate to ask any questions. Call the facility, reach out to myself. We're all available and here for you. Remember, at Happy Pipes, your happiness is our business. Thanks, guys.